Hey everyone, how is it going? I hope you are all well. Should be a quick video today. It's going to be a commander gear update. It is, if at any point I look like I'm dirty and sweaty and horrible, it's because I'm currently very sweaty. In the UK, we don't have much hot weather, and today it is, I think, 37 degrees Celsius peak. I'm currently sitting at 32, but that's outside, not in here with the computer heat pumping out. So yes, it is warm. If I look greasy, that is why, just to explain. So we'll do a bit of a commander update. I want to give a run through of the gear changes. You've seen my comments about gear and not being able to progress with it, not being able to decide what to do, etc. Well, I finally got on a call last night with Aramir, and one of the leaders of the Dogs of War Fellowship that I jointly run, and finally got to just talk through with him what I wanted to do, and he gave me his input as well. It was very much in line with what I wanted to do. It's just that during the conversation of 2 hours talking to him, I was able to actually make the upgrades and make the changes. So I'll just put it to it. I haven't tried out many of the commanders yet, but I will be doing so, and I'll show those results ASAP. So you can see what's going on with them. So let's get stuck into it. Should want to be a quick video. Gandel, first of all, you've seen previously I had a max carver and I had a max mithril coat. The carver is focused on the men, so damage plus 9%. I'm focusing on using men this time. We're running the likes of cataphracts as frontline with the likes of sharpshooters and the tier 4 range of the north, to protect the tier 4 to protect the sharpshooters, who are the main damage dealers. Mithril coat goes really well with Gandel's abilities, where all the damage reduction is at the start of the fight, allowing you to do a massive amount of damage. The changes you will see here is we have now maxed the Trapper's Hood. That has put us an extra +1 attack on the ranged, and we've also got now a 100% chance of madness every 2 turns. And we've also got a Wizard Firework maxed, so another +1 on the attack. But a key thing here is I switched it to Pursuit. The reason for the Pursuit is because the amount of Gandals we run against, and that avoidance on the first turn, well, let's get rid of the avoidance and go straight through it. And the other thing, the other reason why the Pursuit is Gilgalad. Gilgalad's one of the main commanders that you run up against at the moment. He has avoidance for the first 2 turns, a high amount of avoidance for all damage income. Well, I'm going to go straight through that, or high chance of going straight through it, making sure I'm doing the max amount of damage in those first 2 turns. What's the most important? So yeah, really good investment, really happy. I will switch the Wizard Firework to range damage if fighting anyone else. But because Gilgalad's so common right now, this is probably going to be my main firework to use unless I start running against like, well, I've not got it in here, anti-cavalry ones, but probably won't. I can always upgrade and get them back anyway with the refinement trick. Second commander to update on is Gimli. Gimli got to R10, and I'm decided that I'm going to be focusing on Gimli and getting his R10 to be my tier 2 best item. In all honesty, it's going to be the only gold item I'm going to be focusing on, apart from Theoden's spear, which we'll go through in a second. But this is now one-off max. It needs 10 gold items to get there, and it would give +66 Mai, but we've already got +55, which is insane as it is, and I'm very happy with that. So can't complain really that we've got that, but hopefully over time we'll get that. And also remember, we're going to be getting Pursuit on this, which is why it's so amazing. Imagine the Axe of Khazad-dûm with Pursuit. Well, that's what we've got here. Insane, really good, and yeah, really happy to get this as high as it has last night. However, that means we did have to sacrifice the Noldor sword. What do you think of the decision on that? The reason behind it for me is I believe Carver does just enough as Noldor sword. It actually gives more focus, so it's fine for Gandalf, and it's also fine for Galadriel as well, which doesn't really need the Noldor sword. It's great and everything, but to be honest, Carver does absolutely fine with a massive tower guards and giving the most focus you can give her. Then we're running Gimli with the Superior Hawbork, 1 off max as well. We've got 25 might and 12 armor defense. We won't be maxing that this season, I imagine, unless we get lucky on the pulls. But again, happy there. Running melee vigor. If we ran against evil, we'd go burn reduction. So I would run this if we needed to, but we don't right now because we're fighting good and good. Full helm, also similar story here. We've got it 1 off max with 37 might. I probably want to push towards the top, but I don't have enough. Items to be able to do that without sacrificing some of the key items already used. We're using the damage reduction for melee units again. However, we would be running with the blinding barrier if fighting evil, so we can get rid of that burn damage as well. So the Witch King will absolutely blow you up if you don't have burn negation. We'd have to run Gimli with that if we went against evil, but again, we're ready for that situation and good. The one item you're probably thinking here is a bit weird. We're running the Fine Smoking Pipe on him. Now, the thing is with Fine Smoking Pipe, I've been given so many of them, I've been able to get a 3-star refinement on it, and I can't shy away from a plus 12% commander damage. It's pretty insane. I can't shy away from that. I can't ignore it. I could run it with a max hit lane instead. It looks like I haven't pushed that to a max, but to be honest, it ain't going to touch the side compared to Fine Smoking Pipe. We get an extra 1 HP. We would get nowhere near as much focus though, and the might versus a plus 12% damage does not touch anywhere near it. We're actually only 1 pipe away from getting that to a 4-star, which would be plus 15%. It's insane. The pipe is amazing. And quite happy with this. What do you think of this though? What do you think of Gimli? Have I made a bad choice by investing in Gimli as my main guy? Should I have gone Legolas? Should I have been focused on Galadriel instead of something? Let me know what you think of Gimli. The last one I want to update on is Theoden. 2 main changes here. I've talked through 3 of them a few times. Scout's Mail maxed with the evade. Don't need to talk much about that. We've got the Horseman's Helm with Madness Immunity at 83.3%. Don't need to talk about that. The 2 things I want to talk about though is the Mirkwood Bow. The reason why we're using Mirkwood Bow is the high might and speed stat that gives great damage boost for Rohirrim. In line with Reach the Riddermark, it's 20 and 20. It's actually got an extra 2 points in the Reach the Riddermark. However, obviously, speed for mounted units plus 16, we haven't got that. We've got an attack plus 3 on ranged, and we've got a plus 3% damage on ranged units. Now, the reason why I've done the Mirkwood Bow with the plus 3 range is because of Season 5. In Season 5, we've run Theoden with mass bow knights because of the 2nd elite skill for bow knights, which is Dispersion. We can't see it here. I'll be able to show it in Sentinels though. This here, damage against all enemies, with running with Theoden with a plus 15 attack in the R5 tree. It is insane. The damage output is ridiculous, which is why I'm running that this season. And I think it'd be really interesting to do that. The last thing I wanted to show is the Harp of Lothlorien, where we are running Pursuit again. Theoden gets absolutely smacked by Gil-galad, usually because he can't hit him for 2 turns, while Gil-galad is smashing his face in. So the Pursuit hopefully will help with that, and I completely get that we only got 75%, but that's 3 out of 4 times it's going to be successful, which is better than 0 times pretty much. So quite happy with it, but yeah. What do you think of these changes? Nothing to run through on Isildur. The only thing I'm probably worth updating is the Hunter's Guide, which I've got now plus 50% chance of madness on all enemies. I'm running on Isildur. I know it looks like a waste, but I'm running twice just because he's going to be my main character anyway, and that is the helmet I'm going to be maining on throwing on Haldir for next season. Put that aside, what do you think of this update? What do you think of my commanders? Have I wasted anything? Do you think I've done a bad job of getting rid of the Noldor sword? Do you think I've done a bad job about any of the gear I decided? How can I improve these? Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I shall catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks, guys.